Everyone, for this dish we need 5 firmly pressed tofu, 3 carrots, 1 onion, curry leaves, culantros, about 2 chilies, and as for these spices we're going to be using cumin seeds, mustard seeds, turmeric powder, and Ajwain seeds, not forgetting your oil and your salt. We start off by grating the carrots into thinly sliced pieces like this and mashing up the tofu roughly with a fork. We thinly slice the onions, chop up your red chilies and the culantro. So once all the mashing and cutting of the ingredients has been done, we may begin to start cooking. In a non-stick pan, heat up a couple tablespoons of oil. The oil that I am using in this video would be olive oil, but you may feel free to use whichever oil that you actually have in your cabinet. So once the oil has started heating up, I am adjusting the flame to low as I want the entire process to be done on low flame. So my oil has heated up and I'm adding in my mustard seeds. So I am ensuring that my mustard seeds are popped before adding in the other spices, as the flavors are fully released only after it is being popped. Also, I'm ensuring that there's no water contact in my pan, as mustard seeds do splatter vigorously when in contact with water. So as you can see, it has started popping. So once it has all started popping, I may start gradually adding my other spices. I'm adding in my cumin seeds and my Ajwain seeds into the oil. As you can see, I'm constantly adjusting the flame to low as I want to fry my spices up well and not burn them. I'm adding in my thinly sliced onions into the oil before frying them off. A couple seconds after frying the onions, I'm going to add in my curry leaves. At this point, there will be lovely aromas that will be coming from the spices frying off. I do not want my onions to get burned, so my flame is on really low. After frying them off, I'm adding in my turmeric powder. Turmeric powder is essential for daily cooking as it has a lot of medicinal properties, such as it's anti-inflammatory and aids digestion. Right now, I'm actually adding in my chopped chilies. Whether you like spiciness or not, you may add in more chilies or less chilies according to your taste buds. I'm now frying everything off. We do not need to add more oil or water as this is a dry dish, but we do have to ensure that the spices are well fried. I'm adding in salt. I'm adding in salt earlier as compared to later in the cooking, as I do want my spices to have all the flavor before mixing it into the tofu and the carrots. Thereafter, now I'm going to be adding my carrots into the pan. As you can see, the carrots are sliced very thinly because the cook time would be much faster. And this is a very healthy and nutritious dish as carrots contain vitamin A and a lot of nutrition that is good for kids. It's a very versatile dish. Adults can eat it. It can be as a side dish or a main dish too. So right now I'm incorporating the spices that I fried off earlier together with the carrots. As you can see, the carrots are slowly coming together and it's cooking really well. I'm still ensuring that my flame is on low, as all the flavors get fully incorporated when you're frying it off on a low flame as compared to a high flame. So once my carrots has been fried off, I'm adding in the mashed tofu. If you have not mashed it properly earlier on, you may feel free to mash it up more as you are stirring the carrots and the tofu together, depending on how big or small you want your tofu pieces to be. And if you are not a fan of tofu, you may feel free to add in chicken or eggs as a substitute. It will be equally as delicious, but I'm keeping this dish vegan, healthy and nutritious, so I'm using tofu. So right now I'm stirring the dish and frying it off to not have any moisture in the dish and to make it really dry. Right now I'm actually going to do a little taste test to check if there's salt and if the flavors are on point. So do feel free to do that in your cooking, as you want to see if you are lacking anything or if you have to put anything. And right now I'm lacking a little bit of salt, so I have added in just a little bit of salt and I'm mixing the mixture. It is important to mix and stir your dish well, as we do not want salt to be stagnant at designated areas. So we have to mix in the salt very well into the dish. So once it has fried off, we add in the culantros. If you do not have culantros, you can use cilantro, you can use coriander, whatever that you have, aromatics, into the dish. And just like that, your dish is ready.